we're here in line waiting to get into the National. There's Tim right there.
Hey, how you doing?
And we made it. We are here. We are at the Donald Stevenson Convention Center in Rosemont. My brother's here with us. Long line. But we are here. We've got our access passes. We are ready to go. There's Mike walking this way, shaking his head. So,
See you inside.
see you inside. So, day one of the National is over. We are in our hotel room now, kind of just thumbing through cards that we got. I will splice in video of different things that we saw today, and you'll see how everything went, and it was chaotic, but it was fun too. So, Tim, what are your impressions of the National?
Yeah, we didn't even touch the place. I mean, we were there. We got to go in at 1.
Yep.
And we were there until 8. And I mean, we basically were in maybe 3 wings,
If that.
if that.
Yeah.
But just the amount of stuff, it's incredible. From old to new.
Yep.
People that we collect, people we don't collect. I mean, it was just awesome to look at all this stuff. We went to, around one table because it really wasn't what we were looking for.
Right.
But we saw some T209s that this man had. And I can't even tell you how many he had.
Yeah.
And they were all graded.
Yep.
Just literally, I'm going to say million or more that man had just in that one,
Yep.
year was simply amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one table, and it was right in that first room that we were in, where he had this company, business, family, whatever it was, had just stack after stack after stack of vintage cards, and he had the stacks by year. And then he had one display case where he had a Gowdy Babe Ruth card and then a Jackie Robinson rookie card. And it was just like, oh wow. He had a Ty Cobb sitting right. I mean, it was just amazing. Somebody else that I went to had a Ty Cobb that was graded, and it was graded authentic. So it wasn't given a number, just that it was authentic. And it was beat up. And I wanted to see it, and I got to hold it, and I asked how much he asking. I asked how much he was wanting for it. He said $1,000, and I was like, wow, $1,000 for this card, for this Ty Cobb here. But yeah, it was truly amazing. In fact, the first thing we did when we got in there was we went right to PSA to submit our items that we have for them. Went around, bought some cards. 2 things off my checklist. I got my Pete Rose rookie card, and then I got my 67 Pete Rose, which means I have completed my run of Pete Rose cards that I've worked on since I was about 10 or 12 years old. So, huge thing.
I could be wrong, but sorry to interrupt, but I think they might want to see them.
Well, let's do that then.
Let's do that. I think these cards were amazing. The first one he showed me, I was flabbergasted. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
this is awesome, graded and so forth. And I'll let him obviously tell you more about how that went down.
Yeah.
But just stunning.
Yeah. This is the card right here. Oh, man, the glare. There we go. But it is a Beckett 5 graded card. The autograph is a 10. And I was able to negotiate the guy down. So I got it for a very, very good price. It's the most expensive card I've ever bought. But I was able to, again, negotiate it down. And this was a holy grail item, again, that I have wanted since I was in junior high. So got this one. And then the other one, to finish it, there we go, right here, is the 67. So I was able to get this one as well to finish the run. So I am as pleased as can be with that. Those are the 2 big objectives that I had for myself coming to the National, aside from getting that Larry Bird graded, which I'll get the grade back tomorrow. So check 1, check 2. So now I can just look around and get other things that, within reason that I want and have some fun. Tim, was there anything particular today that you wanted to highlight that you
Well,
picked
I
up?
think, not necessarily that I picked up so much as, we also went to JSA, and I ended up having 20 items that I put forth, and then I had Pete put in another, I don't know, maybe 15?
Yeah, 15.
If that,
Yeah.
on top of his stuff. And I was really disappointed in that my Mickey mantle that I paid $100 for came back not legit. My Roy Campanella, again, $100 for them to look at it and tell me it was not legit.
Yeah.
But being here in Chicago, I did have a Dick and do have a Dick Buckus that came through. I have a Mike Ditka that came through. So those two were really, really nice, for my own collection.
Yeah.
I had, meaning when I say my own collection, one I won't sell was a Duke Snider. But one that was just, someone you would never have thought you would have gotten in your lifetime, as someone my age certainly, was my Red Grange autograph.
Yep.
Came back legit.
Yep.
So I'm, really excited about, looking into how much are these things gonna, actually go for. We are going to a trade night tomorrow, if not more nights.
Yep.
And so hopefully I've got some information between now and then, and if not, then as I go forward. Because again, being here in Chicago, I would like to think that, Mike Dick is not signing, not Dick, but Dick Buckus is not signing any more cards. So to have this one on card that someone got in person, and then to have that authenticated is really great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty spectacular. And one of the things that I learned is that there are some cards, just because of the name on the card, where the prices are outrageous. I.e., you've been looking for a Jackie Robinson,
Yeah.
and those prices are just through the roof and beat up too.
I went and bought this Beckett catalog that has graded cards in it. And so I came here with the idea that these cards, 1955, 56 were the ones I was looking for. And I only needed one, wanted one. But based on the fact that he played with Sandy Koufax. And in doing the research and what they were, as an example, Beckett, who I consider the Bible of grading, with respect to, I believe, their amounts over someone else's, had a 2, Jackie Robinson, 55, I believe it was 200. A guy had a 1.5 and he wanted $600. And I looked at him and I'm like, ooh, so I said, okay, so this is a $200 card. If it's a 2, yours is a 1.5, what's the best you could do? And if he would have said 400, I would have taken it right then. But he goes to his partner and it comes back and he said 550. And I thought to myself, you know what? I might have to leave here without that card.
Yeah.
And it's too bad on the one hand, but again, it's not Sandy Koufax. It wasn't who I absolutely,
Yeah.
collected all his cards. So I'm going to keep going, going to keep looking. I'm hoping that as the week progresses, that maybe, either in some of those other wings,
Yeah.
I'll find one within reason, or those people that, might still have them because of the cost that they have them for. Maybe they'll come down some.
Yeah.
So, and if I leave here without it, like I said, it was the experience of picking them up, looking at them, that type of thing, and
Yeah.
you can't take that away from me.
Right. Yeah. And that is some of the joy of this too, is holding on to those cards, looking at the back of it, and just going, wow, this is just amazing here. So I think this is going to be a short video here because you know what? It was a long day.
It was definitely a long
It was
day.
a long day. So we're going to do some more videoing tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. So like and subscribe what we do here, folks, and we will talk to you the next time we're on.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, we'll see you later.
See ya.